Hi everybody, today I would like to tell you some conversation between two people. Number one, the man wanted to know if the woman known how to get to the conference center. The woman disagreed with him, and however she thought Nancy no, because Nancy had met the new vice president the week before, and she wanted to know if the man wanted her phone number. The man agreed with her, and he said maybe, and he thought maybe Nancy could give him directions, because he was presenting a report that the day after. It was about how the pollution affects the health of people who live in big cities. The woman agreed with him, and she hoped his presentation go well. Number two, the woman said good morning to the man and introduced City of Osborne Permit Department. The man wanted to know how long it took to get another parking permit, because he had got into an accident the night before, and he thought he lost it at the accident site. The woman was sorry to hear that, and she said he could pick up to the form at any library and just mail it back to them. The man agreed with her and thanks her for her help. Number three, the woman wanted to know if the man changed the spark plugs in the blue van. The man disagreed with her because he had been going to check the brake fluid first, and then he checked the oil and battery, and then he changed spark plugs. The woman suggested fixing the exhaust system first, and then change the spark plugs. The man agreed with her. However, he couldn't do that because, he had been able to finish everything by that day though. Number four, the man said to the woman he was really disappointed with the marketing campaign for the new product line. The woman agreed with him, and he said the products were tested well, but they were not selling quickly. The man suggested meeting with the advertising people and try to generate new ideas. The woman said, the woman said
The woman I like sex.
The woman said she had already called and asked them for the sooner they can meet. However, it seemed like they were already on another project then. They had said they can only review the advertisement but not have another meeting with them. Number five, the woman said to the man front desk. The woman wanted to know if the man could ask someone to send the bucket of ice to her room. The man replied to her there was an ice machine on every floor on the hotel. The woman said he knew that, however, he was not really in a good condition to get it herself. So he wanted so she wanted to know if the man could help someone deliver it to her room. The man agreed with her, and he said it could be sent up to her room in a minute. Number 6. The woman said to the man, the Pan-European Film Festival was going to be right there in Sevilla that year, and he didn't know how excited she was. The man agreed with her, and he said he had heard that they were so highlighting the works of the independent filmmaker that year, and he wanted to know what that meant. The woman replied to him, in the previous years, only the filmmakers who had a company that supported them had been eligible for the award. But then, even the film of a filmmaker who has had no outside support could be reviewed and award. The man agreed with her, and he said that sounds fair enough. Number 7. The man said to the woman, the man wanted to know if the woman thought he could switch his shift from night to day for the day after, because he had a really important interview the day after night. Well, the woman agreed with him, and she wanted to know who going to be working the day after. The man and she asked him. It was Phil. It was Phil. The man agreed with her, and he said he had already asked Phil if Phil could work during the night for him, and Phil had said yes. The woman agreed with him, and however, the man did remember that the day's menu was different from the night's menu, and he should through the menu that night, so that he know what the customer might order the day after. And she said she could leave his mobile phone number in case the man had any questions. Number 8. The woman said to the man the color of that paint was not what the customer requested. The man wanted to know if the woman could miss some more than, because this paint was supposed to be picked up later that day, and it was almost the time for the customer to come to pick it up. The woman agreed with him, and she said she could have to mix the new pack of wire paint by hand, since the machine didn't seem to be working properly. The man agreed with her, and he wanted to know if the woman could do it fast as she can though, because if they didn't get this done on time, then we might have to give the customer another discount. Number 9. The woman wanted to know if they could put this advertisement in the newspaper by that weekend. The man replied to her, for that advertisement to be put in the newspaper by that weekend, she knew that it had to be submitted by this Thursday, and that would be pretty hard to do. The woman agreed with him, and she said although she had forgot that Mr. Johnson needed to approve it first, and he wouldn't be back from his trip until Wednesday. So she guessed they were going to have to give it another weekend then. The man agreed with her, and he said they did have 2 days to finish it, and they could show it to him as soon as he got back. And he wanted to know if the woman liked to give it a shot. Number 10. The man wanted to know if the woman had the agenda for the sale discussion. The woman disagreed with him. However, she said, Laurie had typed it up, but she didn't have a copy yet, and she suggested getting the copy from her, but she was not in her office right then because she had took off for lunch a couple minutes ago. The man was surprised by that, and he wanted to know if the woman could tell Laurie to bring a copy when she came back from lunch, because the man had totally forgot that day was their final meeting for the new sales plan. And then Mr. Young has another reason to fire him. The woman replied to him, "Didn't worry so much, because last time she even met the meeting, but Mr. Young couldn't care less about it, and he would be okay." Okay, thanks for your watching.